Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at the Syncwire USB-C to USB-C charging cable. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So this is 6.5 feet or 2 meters. It says eMark PD 100 watt, 20 volts at 5 amps. So that eMark means it can talk to the devices and tell it what it's capable of. So you see that here, it says eMark chip to enable fast charging up to 100 watts, ultra durability enabled by premium aluminum alloy shell, coated with dual nylon braided material with a fine touch, applicable to all devices with Type-C ports including phones and computers, delivering 100 watts of power via USB-C, enough to charge even laptops to full speed. So here we have a warranty card, here's a user guide. Okay, so this comes with a Velcro strap on here. So you can use that to put it like that. So if you're carrying that somewhere, it's more organized. So here's the end. Oh, we have a little bit of packing material on there. I'll take that off. So here's the aluminum shell. And of course this is metal here. There's a rubber strain relief. And then you have the nylon cable. So nylon is strong because it's tough in this direction. It's essentially like you take a wire and you put a rope around it, but it's also more abrasion resistant. So if this is on the edge of a table or something, it's not going to wear through as quickly, if ever. I mean, it should last a long time. So this is 6 foot long. So this would work well for putting next to your nightstand. It'd work well on a desk. You could use this in a car. It might be a little long for some people. You could plug this in the front and then send it to someone in the back seat. But I do use a longer cable in my car, and I'll typically plug it in and just kind of coil it up a little bit. So I've used lots of different cables. And I have some that have USB-A to USB-C, but I don't know if I have any USB-C to USB-C that aren't connected to hard drives and such, like just general charge cables. So that's why I wanted to test this one out. So I have my little power adapter here. This has a PD 18 watt port on it. So that's not super high, but that's the power delivery 18 watt. And this cable does support up to 100 watts. So if you have a 100 watt adapter, you can use this to charge devices that will support 100 watt charging. So that's a nice option. And I think 100 watt is the max for PD, the power delivery, USB power delivery. So I'll plug that in here, and we can charge just regular devices like this GoPro. I'll connect it up, and we'll see here, it's pulling 0.21 amps. So as time goes on, this can change. You see it just jumped up to 1.49, and I don't think that supports power delivery. Here's a mouse with USB-C on it. So I can plug that in. That is not charging, but it may not need to be charged. So here's a keyboard. So that's drawing 0.12 amps. So if those are charging slow, I don't know that it has anything to do with the cable or the charger. It probably doesn't need much charge. So here's a shaver. I can plug it in. Got 0.57 amps there. So now we'll get into the bigger devices. Here is a Nintendo Switch. I'll plug that in. Our battery's at 75%. We're drawing 0.5 amps. We're up to 1.27 amps. And if I leave this on here, this may go up and down depending on the charge level of this. So finally, I have a MacBook Air with the M1 processor. I'll plug into it there. And it says charge is full. So I'm borrowing this laptop from someone. I didn't anticipate that it could be full. But here you can see it is pulling, let's see, 1.47 amps. I'll open this up. I'll start playing a video here. So it's still drawing 1.48 amps. I would expect this to take a tremendous amount of electricity though, because these are quite efficient. So this could also be used with something like this car adapter here. And this supports power delivery 20 watt. So I could connect in there, and then I could connect up this MacBook Air, and I could charge this in a car. Not only that, you could say, charge your shaver in the car. You know, if you're, say, living off grid, or you travel or something like that, you can charge all sorts of devices with this, or a Bluetooth keyboard, or all sorts of devices you could charge with this from this. And it's nice, if you have supported devices, you can do fast charging with this because it supports the 20 watts, the USB power delivery. So this is great for, you know, tablets, cell phones, computers, just general devices. Like I said, the Nintendo Switch, there's so many devices you could charge with this cable. So I have a million micro USB charging cables. I have some that go from USB-A to C. This is nice where you have C to C, and this supports all of the standards you need for charging. So this is a very versatile cable, and I like that it has a nylon around it, so it's very tough, so this should last a long time. So that's the Syncwire USB-C to USB-C cable that supports up to 100 watts charging. That's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.